G'day taxpayers. Monday morning, 10:30. By the time you listen to this, the markets will have changed. Suffice to say that we've got a pretty dramatic reaction to the Trump tariffs and his pig-headedness to maintain his vandalism of the US and global economies through the tariffs that he's imposed. Suffice to say, what does it mean? What's it mean particularly here in Australia? And I think that the critical point is that the Reserve Bank needs to have one of its special meetings under Section 25 of the RBA Act, and I'll read it carefully. The chair of the Monetary Policy Board, that's the governor, Michelle Bullock, can convene a meeting at any time. It's part of the RBA Act, so she can get on the blower, ring the Monetary Policy Board members and say, hey, we need to get together this afternoon, tomorrow morning, whatever, and have a think about what the effects of the Trump tariff war is on the Australian economy. And I think it's pretty clear. We don't know quite what the extent of the impact will be, but we know the direction of it, negative. Global trade will be hamstrung. We're a major trading economy. Roughly 20-25% of our economy is based on international trade, so we're going to get smashed in the backwash of all of this, and particularly with China having a very punitive tariff imposed from Trump that has an impact on our markets. And already we're seeing the price of oil, the price of copper, the broad commodity indices falling very, very sharply. So is our Aussie dollar, for good reason. But what it means is the RBA should convene a meeting ASAP. It only met last week when it should have cut interest rates. It didn't for some bizarre reason. But it should meet now, have a think about what to do. And it's got precedent. In the global financial crisis, in the COVID pandemic, it had special meetings. It cut interest rates aggressively when it needed to, when there was an external shock. And that proved to be a really good move, that they actually got in front of the problem to an extent, cushioned the impact. But if they wait, it's another 6 weeks, 6 long weeks for the next RBA meeting. If they wait that long, I don't know how many tens of thousands of people will lose their jobs in the process because they're dilly-dallying on an interest rate adjustment. And just by the way, the case for a rate cut was already very strong ahead of this debacle from Mr. Trump. Inflation's low, job vacancies are falling, the unemployment rate's sort of edging more up than down, consumer business confidence, well, they're going to be smashed as a result of this. So the only question that the special meeting of the RBA this week should be, do they cut 25 or 50? Now, I don't know whether they're going to have the special meeting. I know they should. And they should cut rates to head off a problem that's happening here and now rather than waiting 6 weeks to adjust interest rates. Anyway, that's my view.